Family Room Podcast, episode 61.
6-1.
We back. It's been a minute. We back. I'm Mike Rome.
Jesse Williams.
Like I said, we back, man. It's been a minute. We've been gone for various reasons. Niggas was out of town, working, busy, couldn't get here, quarantining, and some old stuff. But we finally back. Back for episode 61. How you feeling, Brody?
Oh, I'm good, man. Can't complain. I'm on top of the world, not in the world, you mean?
I never heard that one. What you been up to, bro? What you been up to?
Chilling. Went back to work. A lot of the nations opening up, or at least California, at least. So, went back to work. Mm-hmm. So, that's about it. What about you, though?
I've been good, man. Battling a toothache and a headache. You know, I got these stress headaches, and then a toothache that's been just adding to everything. But I finally went to the dentist. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I finally went to the dentist yesterday or Tuesday. One of the two. Tuesday. Yeah. And but even still, like, it didn't. They just did X-rays and an exam, and that was it. They didn't give me no. I had to like ask them, like, yo, what do I do about the pain? And they had to send my prescription over to Kaiser for me to pick it up. And then when I got to Kaiser, they hadn't even called yet. I had to call them like, yo, I'm here at Kaiser and I need that. Like, been in pain, bro. Other than that,
that's unprofessional.
Other than that, I've been good. I interviewed this local rapper named J.A. Young Wealth.
Oh yeah.
I interviewed him. Yeah, that came out today. Actually, we're recording on a Thursday. This will come out tomorrow on a Friday on Family Room Friday. Family Room Fridays is back. But yeah, so I interviewed him on Monday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that came out today. So
okay.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Check out the Flix Media Network YouTube channel for that, man. Let's go ahead and take this, bro.
Oh yeah, let's get it.
So you got the Lakers shot. I got the Black Panther. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta do it for the Laker gang. You already know.
Feel me? Speaking of Laker gang, saw that game last night.
Yeah, I missed it. Seen the highlights though.
Feel it.
You know what I mean?
Smacked him. I left out. I mean, I watched the game, the whole game, but after probably about midway through the third, I was getting up, moving around, playing with the kids. Like, up until that point, kids leave me alone.
Glued in.
I'm watching the game. You know what I'm saying? After that, I was like, all right, we got this one. I'm messing with the kids. Went and made some food. You know what I'm saying? But I was still watching. I was like, oh, they about to come. They didn't come back, but they made a nice little run. We didn't finish the game strong, but Lakers took game one. So yeah, this will come out on a Friday. So yeah, the Lakers will be playing tonight.
Game 2.
I got Lakers in game 2 by a good 15 points. For sure double digits, but I got them by a good 15 to 17 points. Anybody that wants to bet, we can bet.
I'm giving it to the Lakers, but I'm gonna make it an under 10 game.
You think it's gonna be under 10?
I'm gonna take the under 10 bid. If Miami has a game to give them a fight in, it's gonna have to be game 2.
I think it has to be
steamrolled 3 and 4.
I think it has to be game 3 because you can't go down 3-0. Because once you go down 3-0, it's over. You're not gonna win 4 in a row.
You can't go down 2-0. LeBron and AD.
Yeah, but that game 3 being down 2-0 already, game 3 is a must win. So yeah. I think if there's a game they're gonna win, it's gonna be game 3, and I think that's when LeBron and AD are gonna come like, fam, y'all not winning this one either. So I do think we're gonna. They sweep
shouldn't
them.
Win none of them. I
do think we're gonna sweep them. But tonight, game 2, I got the Lakers.
Yeah.
Roxy said, I'm part of the family.
Right.
So I just want y'all to see me real quick. Oh!
She ain't gonna touch this.
Smooth. My bad.
She did it on purpose.
But hey, man, Tyler Herro, he gotta show me something.
What you mean?
I felt like Paul Pierce was hating on him. Did you see what Paul Pierce said? Because Jay Williams gave him the nickname "I get buckets" or "I'm a bucket" or something like that. And Paul Pierce was like, "Nah, man, he got to give me a bigger sample size." He was like, "He is getting buckets right now." He was like, "But he's doing it in the playoffs, in the bubble. There's no away crowd. You know what I'm saying? He's not. It's not normal circumstances, and it's a small sample size."
Weren't they doing work all season though?
Tyler Herro, he played well. Well, what's the name? Nunn, the other rookie for the Heat, was playing better than him.
Oh yeah, he's the one that started.
Right.
Okay.
But now Tyler Herro's been playing well, and especially like he hit a big 3 down the stretch.
Wasn't he averaging like 30 in the playoffs though?
He was balling.
He's talking about that's a sample.
He averaged 20, and he broke 30 a couple times.
Oh, that's Duncan Robinson. That's at 30.
No. It was Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro broke 30 a couple times, but averaged 20. Was averaging 20 in the playoffs. Is averaging. It done come down now after game 1.
But that ain't never stopped nobody from. Ain't never stopped nobody from getting a nickname in the league though. You
don't agree with Paul Pierce?
Let his nickname.
You think Tyler Herro should have that nickname?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Jimmer Fredette? What we calling these people? Look at these people that were bust. They
didn't get a nickname.
They had nicknames.
What was Jimmer Fredette's nickname?
He was what was his name?
People just started saying like I got that Jimmer. People just started saying that, but he never had a nickname. That was just his actual name was Jimmer. It was just dope because he got a Jimmy and his name is Jimmer. You know what I'm saying? You don't agree with Paul Pierce though?
Nah, man, let that boy rock out. That boy, he's giving these dudes buckets, bro. Him and Duncan Robinson being 2 20-year-olds out here playing against these grown men. Besides the look of the Boston team because they all the same age, but then he putting in work.
So how many?
I'm not mad at nobody getting no nickname. That nickname could give him fuel to keep him pushing on this wave.
Of course, you got the Lakers winning, but by how many games? Not by how many games. Like, what do you think? You think we're gonna sweep them? 4-1. Think so, gentleman sweep, like we did everybody else. Mm-hmm.
I think that one game where everybody want to take it because nobody's trying to get hurt. This, you know what I mean? They're gonna try and get back after this season, go party, have fun, come get back to work. You're gonna have an easy game.
I think we go sweep them, man.
I want to.
I think we go sweep them. I think we're gonna get them up out of here, man.
I think we're gonna have a fluke game. I think a lot of this stuff that we seen on TV is reality TV, and I think they're gonna find a way to stretch that series one game. And that's where my motive for giving them one game comes from. I feel it.
I've seen a few people say that. I'm not mad at that.
That's it. That's the only one game that I could give them.
While we're talking about sports, what's your dream sports scenario? Like whether it's like no matter what sport it is.
That's already happened?
No. Just that if you're like a dream sports scenario that you could live out. Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever, no matter the sport.
Oh, well, then I'm going to have to go basketball championship game winner, bro.
Give me the whole thing. Like, where are you hitting the game winner from?
Oh, okay. Well,
how much time was left?
I got you. This is easy because this stems off of Kobe when he had the broken finger.
Okay.
Remember when he missed the free throw line jumper with the finger, and he was like, dang, I missed that because I wasn't used to taking a shot with my broken finger, but he had the same shot. I think it was against the Suns in overtime. Mm-hmm. And he came down and went right back to his bread and butter.
No, it was against the Bucks.
It was the Bucks?
It was against Milwaukee. Oh, okay. He missed it in overtime and then hit it. He missed it in regulation and hit it in overtime.
Hit it in overtime in the elbow. Yeah, so he hit that mug, and so that's where I would pull up for a game. Mm-hmm. As soon as I released it, like 3 on my Derek Fisher mixed with the code, bing, that's it, no time left. Like, it's the buzzer, the light around the...
But what's the score, though? What's the score?
We won by 1. We only need... It's night... Well...
So you're down 2.
We're down 1. A 2 puts us up.
Oh,
see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We don't need a 3 ball.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because now, you know what I mean, everybody's going to... That's when it gets real tough. Mm-hmm. When you don't have to get... When you have to get the 3 ball, your percentage is even slimmer. Because nobody has to guard you inside the 3-point line. You see what I'm saying? Now, if the 3 ball and the 2 is open, nigga, you have to guard me from damn near half court to the buck. You see what I'm saying? So, all of that is open. Mm-hmm. And I'm pulling up at the elbow. Nigga, however I gotta get there, bro.
It's funny you said. I was gonna say my shot is from the elbow too, cause I'm money from the right elbow. Mm-hmm. From the right wing, I'm pretty good too. But I want to say I'm money from 3, cause I'm not. But from the right elbow, I'm money. Yeah. So I say my dream scenario. I wanna catch it on the left side though, and have to rip across. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I'd like a little hezzy at the 3, at the top of the key, and then go to the elbow. Inside foot plant, 1-2 pull up, fade away a little bit.
Fade away a little bit.
That's my dream right there. Yeah, cash it out.
I wanted to see that full court press.
We down 1. I feel it. We down 1. I hit it at the buzzer. We win by 1. I get my Kobe on.
Yeah.
Right there from the elbow. That's where I want it.
So have you ever been able to hit a Kobe signature move in a game versus like even if it's adult league or whatever? Like how he hit the because remember in high school I was able to hit the chest thing.
That was dope. I'll never forget that. That was such a dope game.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say that, but I was part of the reason you got up like that.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason. I remember I was telling Kenyatta, who was the other girl, the Mexican girl that played freshman basketball with Kenyatta.
Who is that orange one?
I feel it. But she dated Eric So. But anyway, I remember she was sitting with us and everything. I was like, y'all gotta get up. And I remember I told you, I was like, hey, yo, bro. I remember I went over there and told you, I was like, hey, yo, bro, if you next time you hit a shot, just point at Kenyatta.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the same game.
And you was like, what? I was like, bro, just next time you hit a shot, just point at Kenyatta. They say hit the shot, point it. Whole crowd went crazy. Everybody going crazy down. I believe I'll never forget that. That was so.
I remember what I did it like twice after that, or one more time after that. I was like, "Oh, that's what we doing." Oh man, I'm pointing at everybody.
And I never told you this. I've never told you this.
That's funny.
The reason I did that is because you was already balling. Mm-hmm. You was already balling, but it was more like you were getting steals and then going and getting layups on the fast break, and that's how you was bringing y'all back. It wasn't like in the half court you was mixing these, right? And so, which is cool. Which is
that was my game at that point.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. But I remember saying to Kenyatta, because she had a crush on you back then. I don't know if she listens or watches the podcast, but niggas know. But she had a crush on you back then. And I said to her, I was like, imagine if Jesse hit a shot right now, and then while he was running down court, he pointed at you right now. She was like, oh my God, I'd be the loudest person in this gym right now. I was like, okay. And that's why I went over there. I was like, okay, you gonna be the loudest person in here? Because I'm already going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I went over there and I knew it. And she had like I said, she had her homegirl sitting with her and the rest of the freshman basketball team.
And that's when our rowdy crowd was going.
Exactly. That's why I was like, okay, we finna turn up.
I remember that. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing better than when we walked in the sample squad over basketball.
Oh my goodness! Now talk about feeling the floor shake.
Yeah.
Up underneath you.
Yeah.
I've never felt that. Coming out the tunnel, I didn't even make it to the court. And you know what I mean? I'm trying to be the first one out on the court. I'm trying to feel that whole experience every game. I opened the doors. I heard everybody screaming, going crazy, and I froze. I was like, now this is love. Because we had people standing up on the sides. There was no seats for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, there was no seats. That's what was crazy.
And I remember I knew it was different because you and Steph, I mean, I was a competitor, but just to keep it real, I didn't get burned like that in basketball. Like a few games, he was like, you know what, we need we need an athlete out there. So he'll put me out there. You know what I'm saying? I started 2 games, got spotty minutes, barely any minutes. A couple games I got heavy minutes, but that was like maybe 3 games. Other than the 2 games I started, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really get burned. Football, I did my thing. Basketball, I didn't really get no burn like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
yeah.
I forgot why I went on that tangent. I didn't even go lie on. What was you saying before that?
About how the crowd when you walked in the same spot.
Right. So you was always locked in. I was always locked in, but I didn't start and get heavy minutes like that. Yeah. You and Steph was always a different level of locked in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when we walked in the sample squad and they started going crazy, I remember I was like, oh shit. And I was walking right behind you. And you turned around and looked at me and was like, nigga, do you hear that shit?
Yes.
And I was like, okay. I'm not bugging. It's different.
That was different.
It's different.
And it was louder than Hoover.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And Hoover was rocking.
And I think because
only because Sample Squad was smaller. Hoover had the double-decker gym.
Right. And we were on the other side at Hoover. At Sample Squad, we walked right past. We were sitting right in front of the noise. True. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, that Hoover game was no joke, boy. Yeah. What was
okay. So this is a conversation me and Steph had on the way back from Mexico. We were driving to the airport to get on our plane
to the States.
And we were talking about Magic Johnson and Mitch Kupchak. And how before Magic quit, Mitch Kupchak was walking around the offices and walking around the practices, like asking all the other employees, like, "Hey, yo, where Magic at? Hey, where Magic at? Where Magic at?"
Because he knew he wasn't there, right?
Exactly. Like pointing everybody to the direction that Magic isn't here.
And he,
you know what I'm saying?
When you think about it, he hasn't really been here.
Right. And Magic needs to be showing up. Magic needs to be doing his job. But that's not what we're talking about right now. I was saying to Steph, I was like, bro, that's not cool. He wasn't asking honest questions. No. He wasn't asking people like, "Hey, yo, where's Magic?" He didn't think Magic was in the building and he just couldn't find him. He knew Magic wasn't there. And he was trying to point everybody to the
acknowledgement.
Exactly. That Magic isn't there. Not here. And I'm like, that's not cool.
It's not.
And Steph was saying,
because wasn't they boys at that time?
No. And
they were work partners.
Right. And Mitch worked for Magic, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, because Mitch got his job after Magic left.
And I was like, bro, that's not cool. And Steph was like, bro, like, I was like, bro, I would never do that. And Steph was saying he would do that. He was saying I was like, bro, I'm never gonna go to the boss and tell the boss that somebody's not at work or that somebody's not doing their job. Yeah. That's not my job to do. Whatever my job to do is, I'm gonna show up and do it to the best of my ability. Yeah. And whoever's not doing their job, it's the boss's job.
And if they ask me my opinion, I'm gonna give it. But until then, nah, I'm not gonna go out of Rob was going out of his way to point out.
And like I said, and I even told him in the car, like, bro, and this is the dude that was translating for us pretty much the whole weekend. He's driving, Lorenzo's sitting shotgun, Steph's at the window, I'm in the middle, and Chris Williams is sitting at the other door, right? And we're having this. It's only me and Steph talking for a good 20 minutes. Yeah. And you know how me and Steph's debates get. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just us talking, bro. And I was saying to Steph, I was like, fam, I'm never doing that. I'm never finna just go and just volunteer some information. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and Steph was like, I don't think it's some moral or some stand up thing to do. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna say it's stand up, but it's definitely moral. Yeah. I'm not finna just go and just tell on somebody. No. I'm never doing that. No. I'm never doing that.
No.
He was like, bro, even if it affects your job, even if them, I was like, bro, and I've been in that situation. And I was telling him, feel free to chime in whenever. You cut me off whenever. You know I can ramble. I was telling him, bro, I've been a preschool teacher. I've had teachers, like I've been the co-teacher and I've been the lead teacher in the room. Yeah. And I've had it on both sides to where one of my other teachers isn't showing up. And we got to keep a certain ratio, but like we were talking before the cameras turned on, no matter how many kids it is, I'm good at working with kids. I can handle it.
Yeah, facts.
And you know what I'm saying? It's not ideal, but I can handle it. I was like, I'm not finna go and tell the boss like, hey yo, so and so didn't show up to work, and I'm in here with all these kids.
No,
it's the boss's job to make the rounds and be like, hey yo, where's so and so?
And then you ask me,
I told him I've even been in a situation to where I know where so and so is.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Facts.
Say, how long you been in here by yourself? Like, oh, I don't know. I just been in here reading books. I've been in here reading books and
everybody's just kids.
Quiet. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
They probably went to the bathroom. I don't know.
I'm not doing that. He was like, bro, if somebody is not doing their job, if they're not performing or not showing up, and it's making my job harder.
Nah, Steph,
he said if it's making his job harder, he's telling on him.
If it's making his job harder.
In full disclosure, I told him I wanted to talk about this on the podcast. Full disclosure.
Yeah, not for you. But if it's making his job harder, now that's where you're coming from, you can handle these group of kids. This person being gone isn't affecting your job or anything. Him being gone is affecting his job. But I'm never gonna go out of my way. You see what I'm saying? I'm still gonna wait for my boss to come up and talk to me. Be like, hey, have you seen such and such? I haven't seen him in a while. And I'm like, no, I haven't seen him either. And while we're talking about it, I have this, and this because we both haven't seen him. Mm-hmm. Now, whatever happens after that, I get a promotion after that, then so be it. But he already knew you wasn't around. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, I'm not finna go up to the, hey, he ain't here and he ain't been here. Nah. He's supposed to be doing his job. You know what I mean? And if everybody's doing their job, then it's gonna work right.
Exactly. Yeah. And even if it makes my job harder in the moment, I'm gonna be tight at whoever's not showing up, or whoever keeps showing up late, or whoever's just on the job and not doing their job. I'm gonna be tight, but never will I ever go and talk to the boss or the manager or the owner or the CEO.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like nobody asking me hella questions. I told my wife this. Man, you better come back a couple minutes later if you got a bunch of questions to ask me like that, man. Yeah, because I just don't I don't know. I just feel some type of way. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm weird and I got my own
don't nobody like to be interrogated.
Trust issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, man, space them out. Ask me differently or what? But you come up here with 21 questions. I'm not 50 Cent. Miss me with that. Like, nah. This is no. Thank you.
And see, for like. That sounds a way. Like if you nope, we're not even gonna go there. Nope.
Yeah, I just don't like the super interrogation though.
I don't know why I wrote this down and I wanted to talk about it, but I forgot why. I wrote down tone matters when speaking to people. And I put down how do you know, or how do you know, like capital Y-O-U on the U. Like how do you know when talking to people? Like how do you perceive tone when you're talking to people, either face to face or over text?
With tone is very situational with me, because I have to know and have a certain relationship with you for you to use your tone of voice at a certain octave. You know what I mean? Versus text or face to face. We have to have a certain type of understanding for us to get loud. Like the way I talk with Lee, I won't talk to you that way. You see what I'm saying? I won't talk to nobody else that way but him, because that's how we get along. You know what I mean? I let his verbiage get a certain way that I know you wouldn't talk to me that way. And I'd be like, if you talk to me like that way, I'm like, hey man, are you okay? You really came out of left field, and you ain't never came out of left field like that. You know what I mean? But so that is real situational with me. But text messaging is iffy and super spotty. I actually don't like having serious conversations like that over text.
And see, you know what, Triz? That's what I love about one of the things I love about you, bro. Like everything is situational and everything is case by case with you. Nothing is a blanket thing with you. There's certain things that, like, bro, you're not gonna call me that. You're not gonna say that to me. There's like every man has a, you know what I mean? Has a line. Has certain things, and not even just a line. Every man for sure has a line, but every man has certain things that's like, come on, fam. Like, I'm a man. Like, I'm super chill, but I'm a man. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? But with you, everything is like case by case, and like you said, I feel like more people should be that way. Yeah, because it's like
everybody's different. Like everybody's feelings are affected differently,
right? And everybody
perceives everything different,
and everybody's intentions and everybody's mannerisms are different. Like you said, the way you and LaShawn talk to each other, that's just harmless. That's like your best friend. That's harmless. That's just how y'all talk.
But if anybody else said those same exact words,
because you know he doesn't mean anything malicious. Fact. But if somebody else said those things to you, it would mean something different. For sure. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at anybody for having these set lines that it's like, I don't care who you are, you're not finna say that to me, you're not finna talk to me like that. But I feel like a lot of things would go over smoother, and a lot of things would just flat out be better if everybody had that kind of discretion, which is a very difficult thing to ask.
For sure. And I take it the way I've got it because I grew up in a house with just females. 4 different females that I had to handle and treat differently, or I would just be in a bad position. You know what I mean? If anybody's been in that position with that many females at one time, it's just tough. But,
and you know what's funny? It's the complete opposite for me, because growing up, for me, having an older brother and a younger brother and then a dad. Of course, my mom was in the house as well. But it was... My mom was the only woman in the house, and she wasn't my woman to consider and to take care of like that. I don't know if that sounds crazy.
No, not at all. Your dad's there.
everybody knows I'm a mama's boy. All growing up, I considered my mom before anything else and before everything else. But it's different when, of course, it's your mom. The age gap is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Well, for me and my mom, it is. And then, like I said, it's not my woman to take care of and to consider. Mm-hmm. And also, I don't have a sister in the house to where we're the same age, and I can see how the things that I need differ from the things that you need on a day by day basis. Yeah. On a day by day basis. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like getting married and being in the house with a woman every day. Of course, I knew like, oh, keep the toilet seat down. That's easy. Mm-hmm. Like I spent almost every summer with my Aunt Mel. You know how she give it up. She like my
know when I be having friends over because the toilet seat be up. She'd be like, "Who'd you have over here?" like I told you with Barry. Who'd you have in the bed?
I feel it.
She was like, "What?"
I feel it. And see, for me, my wife, she had a bunch of boy cousins that she lived in the same house with for years at a time and was always around, even if she didn't live with. And so for her, living with boys was nothing. And then also it's different. Like when you a girl, for me, when you a female, there's not a bunch of considerations that you need to make when you start living with a man. I mean, I wouldn't know, obviously. Yeah, but other than like if you know he needs his space every day, if you know he needs this time carved out every day to play his video games, if you know every day at 6 he's going to 24 to play basketball, and that's just things that you kind of got to schedule, and you know for those 3 hours you're going to be dolo. But
and
that's
a lot of that stuff you would know before you moved in with him,
right? And even and
that's for girls. I see what you're saying for girls moving in with the guy. So because if I moved in with, like when we moved in, it was a lot more compromising on my end that I had to do versus that she would have to do. What I'm getting at. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure, absolutely. I totally agree.
Absolutely, and I think the kind of the point I was getting to was, for me, like I said, not having any women in the house other than my mom was like, I never lived with girls before. And then do that, and then go from my little brother is only 3 years younger than me, so it's not like I was a teenager and then my mom had a baby, and I know what it's like to have a baby in the house.
Yeah, and I feel you.
When he was a baby, I was 3.
Yeah, he was a baby too.
I remember when he first came around. To be honest, like my memory is just weird like that.
Yeah, I
remember living in LA, and I've been in San Diego since I was 5. I remember getting on a trolley in Long Beach. I remember all of that stuff. But I don't remember. I remember seeing a baby, but I don't remember what it felt like to have a baby crying in the middle of the night. Or what it was like, or seeing my mom's face like while she was like dead ass tired trying to get a baby to fall asleep. I don't know what none of that is like. You know what I'm saying? So to go from not living with a woman ever to doing that, and then getting used to that, and now like having babies in the house, that was a bunch of adjustments I had. Or not I don't want to say slight adjustments. The adjustments wasn't crazy, but just getting used to it. Just like the adapting. I don't want to say the consideration, but just like you said, just adapting. It's just a change. That's all. Just a change. And I welcome change. I'm somebody that welcomes change. I like change. Yeah. I do welcome. I like change.
To a certain extent, I do too.
I like to rearrange my bedroom. I like to move the couch around and see what a different living room setup. Like I like change. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But those were changes that it was like, whoa, I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I'm not a big fan of change like that, but because I'm a big creature of habits, my habits I like to stay concrete in and do every day. Other than that, you know what I mean? I like to go with the flow of the people I'm around. You know what I mean? So, that's cool.
I feel it. Where, like, name me a time where you absolutely was like, bro, I'm not going with this flow. Like, I'm all down for going with the flow, but this, I can't, I gotta be away from this.
When I couldn't go with the flow?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh man, you got me right there.
I was about to say, I'm sitting here trying to think. I don't think I have one of those either.
That's what I'm saying, because I mean, nah. Because every time I didn't go with the flow, I never was in a situation where like the flow was already going. Like I've had people make proposals to me, and I was like, no, that's not even smart. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? So like anything that I did, I actually had to think like, would I do this by myself? And if I could say I did this by myself, then I was willing to do it with someone else. Granted, that person was trustworthy.
I feel it.
Yeah. But nah, like I've been in situations where I've had to abort missions though. Like
what?
Like, all right, so I mean, in the past, you know what I mean, I've had a different days growing up. So we was on a beer run. You know what I mean? We was in a situation. We was at a party, and I was actually helping the family move all day. So, but I was out there working. You know what I mean? Not eating. So we get out to the party, and I'm like, dang, I'm hungry. And they talk about going to go get some alcohol. I'm like, oh, I'll ride with you. Just pull up to this Carl's Jr. You know what I mean? Me and one of the other homies was with me. Shout out to the homie. But yeah, we was driving along, and then now we in the store doing a beer run. And I just get the vibe like, hold on, something ain't right up in here. Like, all of a sudden the speakers from the store start coming on and turning off. Like, they got codes and stuff like, bloop, 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 bloop. And all of a sudden, I'm like, hold on. Usually somebody come on and say something. So I'm like, hey, y'all, hey, put this stuff down and let's dip. Get out. People's chasing us. Now, mind you, this is on April Fools. April Fools. So now we running. We in the car. We dipping out. And there's an F-150 chasing us. Undercover cop car. Pull us over. These dudes is like, get out the car. We on the face down, and all this whole time, all this big scene, cop cars chasing us, and we ain't never had nothing because we aborted mission, left everything up in the store. I called my mom who out having fun on a Friday night, April Fools. I forgot which year this is. Like, oh, I'm in this situation, and she like, boy, stop playing with me. Boy, stop playing. And I'm like, Ma, the cop is right here. I'm in handcuffs, face down in the dirt. I'm going to need you to pay attention type. Well, I'm in L.A. I'm too far. So if he did the crime, he got to do the time. I look up. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Yeah. Luckily, that stuff got settled on. Walked away clean. Because I got smart and I realized, I was like, hey, we didn't take nothing. Go back and look at the cameras and see what happened to all your stuff. And they seen it was in the store.
Yeah, I'm Gucci over here.
They seen that it was in the store, so we was able to walk away scot-free, though. So that was a blessing. I ain't even gonna lie. Because boys in a high-speed chase from the police. Didn't even know it. Moral of the story, be careful who you go to get food with. Because I really wanted a Western cheeseburger, though. Remember the double Westerns, though, from Carl's Jr.?
Oh, yeah, that was my favorite burger.
Okay. And then one of your favorite restaurants growing up, fast foods, because we used to hit them. Like, we had the Western burger from Carl's Jr., a signature.
My favorite burger, my favorite restaurant or my favorite burger?
Fast food restaurant.
Let's do both. My favorite fast food restaurant growing up. I didn't get on Carl's until later. I can't even front. My favorite fast food restaurant growing up was probably Burger King.
Burger King.
I liked the McDonald's fries, but I like the Burger King burgers.
Y'all put me on the Burger King. I ain't gonna lie, I used to be on the Big Macs. Tough.
You were on the Big Macs.
Big Macs tough. But I think I was only following the lead of my big sister, though. See? And that's what happens growing up in a house full of girls. You get caught up on stuff like that. I probably didn't, because when I met y'all, Burger King was lit. I remember, to this day, Burger King is still better to me than any of them. But that Big Macs at them time growing up, boy.
Because Burger King, I don't eat any of it anymore.
Yeah, no.
I don't eat any of it anymore. But like Burger King, they came with they like charbroiled, and they really melt the cheese, bro. Especially if they throw some bacon on there. Man, the Burger King burger used to hit. The breakfast was good too.
I was about to say, then the breakfast was on pizzoint.
They started coming with the tacos too.
They was crushing the game. They had it was a one-stop shop over there.
The tacos never got better than Jack in the Box. Bro.
Never. Nobody ever.
You shouldn't be getting tacos from a burger place. But all the burger places that have tacos, is Jack in the Box for sure. Jack in the Box for sure. What about you? Oh, you said yours.
Yeah, I was on the Big Macs growing up.
What's your favorite sit down restaurant?
Growing up, I had to. I know.
Right now.
Right now, I'd have to say,
Texas Roadhouse.
No, that was a stint. I fell head over heels for Texas Roadhouse. But I'll always run back home to Macaroni Grill. Ever since prom, I can't leave that spot. When I walked up in there and ordered that calamari like that, boy, that changed my life.
Yeah, bro. Macaroni Grill is fire.
Yours?
Macaroni Grill is fire. What was it? It's Elephant Bar? Elephant Bar and Grill. Yeah, Elephant Bar. I don't know if they still have it. I don't know if it still exists. Because I know the one that was in San Marcos that left a long time ago. Yeah. That place is fire.
Yeah.
I like Elephant Bar. And it's like, no matter how you go in there, you never feel over or underdressed. Yeah. I've been in there like suit, like shirt and tie, like slacks, dress shoes. I've been in there jeans with a button up with my sleeves rolled up with a cap.
I actually have 3. I can't lie. I like that one. I like Olive Garden for the, you know what I mean? I'll like if I'm in the mood for pasta, then I'll go to a certain spot. Mm-hmm. Like I love Olive Garden. And like the portion size when you go in there, not when you order it. Because I learned that the hard way. When you go in there, and then Buco de Beppo, that is a good spot.
You get a lot of food in Buco de Beppo.
Yes, that is a good spot. Open your eyes, gentlemen. Take your ladies out somewhere different. If you ain't been, Buco de Beppo.
Matter of fact, I got a restaurant I can put y'all on. Rustic Cocina. I did I shot an interview there. It's called Frankie the Wine Man, and I shot another one called Table for Four. We shot them both in the same day. But it's an Italian restaurant in Hillcrest. Okay. Fire, bro.
Yeah?
Fire.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to need the link.
Yes. I got you.
The link.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you their Instagram and all of their stuff. Mm-hmm. Super fire, bro. And matter of fact, I think we're going to shoot another interview there, and next time I go, I'll bring you with me so you can be one of the cameramen. And we was in there, got a free meal out of it. Got free wine, got free meal.
Oh, yeah, I might pull up on there this Saturday.
Bomb.
Yeah? Bomb. Sounds good.
Yes. I really mess with Italian food, actually. That might be my favorite,
It's always been my favorite.
I think Italian might be my favorite.
Lasagna is number... Food. Lasagna, I'll never go wrong. Never go wrong with lasagna.
Mexican food is up there, though.
And mom's meatloaf. Lordy. Boy, I didn't think I like meatloaf that much.
She could hook that up.
Man. Yeah, Buco de Beppo's cool.
I think that was all I had, man.
We didn't do a little bit of that presidential debate. You want to step into that a little bit? After watching that, these dudes is clowns, B. I can't believe, for one, as going into any formal debate, competition, head-to-head, warrior gladiator, you never want to get mixed up playing the opponent's game. Stay true to your formula. Always be on the attack. This dude, Joe Biden, got sucked into playing Trump's game. Name calling, dissing, doing this, that, and the third. That is what his presidential campaign looks like.
On the one hand, I'm not mad at him because if he wouldn't have done any of it, he wouldn't have gotten a word in edgewise. He wouldn't have.
Yeah, he wouldn't have. You could tell that by the little man sitting at the table trying to bring order.
And he was trash. He grew some cojones towards the end. But I'm like, bro, if I'm the moderator, I'm looking at it like, bro, I'm the ref. I could tee you up and throw you out of here. You're not finna throw the president out of a debate, but I'm gonna be flexing like I will though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, hey, stop. We said 2 minutes. I would just talk over him the whole time. I wouldn't let him talk.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Because he's not letting Joe Biden get a word out.
Yeah. Like, nope.
No, we're not listening.
I like, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. That is what he wants, though. You see what I'm saying? And that is trash.
You could tell his whole strategy was, I'm gonna just go in here and bully and overpower and talk over him. Mm-hmm. You could tell that was his strategy.
He had some points that he felt like would really sting him. So I'm gonna hit you with your son. I'm gonna hit you with because the stuff that he kept repeating is the stuff he had written down. Mm-hmm. They ate your lunch, Joe. China ate your lunch. Come on, bro.
And there was at some point, what was it? Because Joe Biden was vice president. So he was number 2, technically. It was at one point he was saying something. He was trying to make points. He said 3 points. He was like, number 1 and got off point number 1. He was like, number 2, and then Trump was like, no, you're a number 2, Joe.
Shut it down.
I even said to my mom, I was like, oh, that was good. My mom looked at me like, nigga, don't say nothing good about Trump. I was like, bro, that was good. No, you're a number 2,
You're
Joe.
Number 2, Joe. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is all for the pettiness.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it, bro. I was watching it, bro, to the point where, Keish was, fresh off of work, trying to take a little cat nap real quick before she got up and, got to all the other stuff she had to do. She laying on the couch and she heard the stuff and sat up and was like, what?
Yeah. Looked like a reality TV show. It didn't look like no presidential debate.
Speaking of which, I'm trying to do a debate show, bro. I want to do a debate show.
Where you come up with the topics? How?
Yeah, but I'm going to base the topics around things that I see people are already kind of talking about. The people that are specifically going to be in that debate. For example, if I saw you and Steph was on Twitter, not even debating each other, but if I saw you were on Twitter saying that the Lakers are the best team of all time, or that Shaq was the most dominant player of all time, and that Joe is on Twitter saying that Serena Williams is the most dominant athlete of all time. I'm put y'all in a debate and have y'all debate why y'all think each of them is the most dominant of all time. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
And like I said, I would sit each person down and be like, while the other person is talking, you can't cut them off, but write down the things that you're saying that you think is BS, that you're gonna be like, no, that's BS, and I'm gonna tell you why. Write it all down, and I'm gonna be the moderator, and I'm gonna make sure everything goes smoothly.
That'd be dope.
I want to do that really bad, and I've wanted to do a debate show ever since. I'm not gonna lie. People can kind of see I've kind of structured what I'm doing kind of off of what Joe Budden is doing. People can pretty much see that. But ever since he was on Everyday Struggle, I was like, I want to do a debate show. But I don't want to just do it to where it's First Take. I want to do it more like a presidential debate where y'all not finna just go back and forth and it's kind of chaotic. Not that First Take or Undisputed or chaotic, but I don't want to do it in that format. Yeah. I'd rather have a moderator and be like, no, you had your chance. Be quiet. Let him talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That type of vibe.
I feel you.
I really want to do that.
More formal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I think
that'd be dope.
He wouldn't be mad if I said it, because I would say it to his face. Everybody know that. I think that would make Steph a better debater if he did it in that format, and while the other person that's talking, he's writing down what he's going to say.
Sure.
Because sometimes he just shoot from the hip, and he always knows what he's talking about, but his points don't really stick, because sometimes they just don't really stick. Cool. Yeah. I think if he had a chance to be like, you know what?
Well, you did say.
Mm-hmm. Because some people, I can do it no, not that it's good or bad or somebody's better than or worse than anybody, but I'm pretty good at doing that on the fly. No, bro, you just said this, and this is why that's not true, and blah, 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 and still be able to come with the other points that I had without, sometimes I forget. I was just like, what are we talking about? Mm-hmm. I get forgetful, but, in a debate, I don't know how, sometimes I'll be like, nah, this is what you just said, and this is why I feel like I'm pretty good at it, but not everybody is, and that's fine. It's just, it just is what it is.
Yeah, that's dope, though.
Anywho, that was all I had, bro.
That was a good one.
We good. That's 45 minutes right there. That was as much as I expected. I expected we go between 45 minutes and an hour. This first episode with just the two of us.
Yeah, I thought 30 minutes, so we cool, man. I like it.
You know what I mean? I think we did good. I like what we done. I had a good time.
I need.
I'm just rambling on. Don't mind me.
Nah, it's be like that.
We can get up out of here, man. FamilyRoom podcast. Episode 61. Sorry for the wait, but we back and we're gonna try to keep it consistent for y'all.
Sorry for the wait.
I'm Mike Rome.
Jesse Williams.
And we up out of here. Peace.